Hello again, I'm Romanshika Singh.
And I'm Anelia Wilson. We start off with an exciting behind the scenes report on Lynn's annual show, Celebration of the Arts. Our reporter for this piece is Jazeel Ramos, who not only plays a key role in the show, but also oversees production here at the School of Communication and Design. Here's Jazeel.
Every year, to conclude the academic calendar, Lynn's University puts a show like no other. Welcome to Celebration of the Arts.
5, 6, 7, go!
Behind the scenes, it takes an incredible amount of dedication from the Lynn community to put this show together. Professor Carrie Simpson, the creative force behind this show, has taken a simple idea and transformed it into the most anticipated event of the year.
Hi, my name is Carrie Simpson and I'm the creative director of Celebration of the Arts. Celebration of the Arts started many years ago when this building actually had first been built and the drama students had not had an opportunity yet to perform in the main stage. And we had a lot of students with a lot of great talent, and I thought we needed space for them to get on this main stage. And through talking with them, I came up with this idea of having a festival where we get together, where we can showcase many different people's talents, not just what happens on stage, but also what happens with artists as well. So when we first started, we had no budget. The students and I went to places like Publix, Jimmy John's, and we got gift cards. We got them to donate food, and the very first year we had the cast was walking around with platters of cookies from Publix and little sandwiches. So it was everything. We were doing what we wanted to do, just at a very small scale. And as we continued to grow and develop, people saw that there was something worthwhile of what we were doing, and it was really when Dr. Carter Tellison came along that she helped propel us to get to and supported us in the way that we were able to do what the dream actually was.
It truly takes a village to put this show together, between elaborated sets, extensive rehearsals, an abundance of audio, lighting, and video equipment, not to mention the hundreds of costumes. This show is a true spectacle.
Celebration is a compilation of musical theater and pop and music and art and a little bit of everything.
Celebration of the Arts is a really fun event that we put on campus every year.
Celebration for me is kind of the place where I get to enjoy the last performance of the year, you know, so like bringing everything that I learned throughout the whole year and just give it all back.
I would say that Celebration is like a big variety show. We mix a bunch of musical theater, pop songs, rock songs. We have people from the orchestra coming in, and it's not even just us musical theater students dancing and singing and performing on stage. There's also other things going on in the lobby with students' own artwork, other people playing from orchestra, which it's really cool to see everybody like gather around together to do something that we all love to do. So it's a lot of fun, and it's great.
I think Celebration has really built a sense of community for us. Celebration's become our signature event. It's the thing that almost signals the end of the academic year. It's that big celebration for us.
But Celebration of the Arts is not just about showcasing the talent of Lynn drama, musical theater, and acting major students. It also allowed staff, faculty, and other students from other majors to shine, like alumni Jennifer Ayala.
My name is Jenny Ajala. I'm from Colombia, and I had the privilege to be part of tech crew. I took the tech class, and after that I had the privilege to be part of the tech crew for 2 more years as a volunteer. Yeah, so I did a communications degree. That was the reason I took the tech class. But it's an amazing experience to be part of tech crew because you are behind the scenes the whole time. And it's long hours of practice, of building, of creating, and being part of that creative process, that it's part of the celebration of the arts, part of the whole event, part of the celebration. And it shaped me because I think it had a great impact, not only because I was part of a community, I was part of something that was amazing to live is an amazing experience to share with so many people, to learn from who they are, see them even in their pressure situations, how they react. Because it's hard work, it's hard hours. Even when they're tired, they're there. So I think it's part of the whole experience of building community as well as learning another aspect of communication, which is theater, that I didn't know before. Honestly, I learned everything I know about theater, and it became a passion of mine after working and seeing all the work that goes behind the scenes.
In addition to igniting a passion for the arts, Celebration has opened doors for students to pursue their careers.
My previous school, DMAC, was being merged with Lynn, and when we had a meeting for the whole school, I had a few of the faculty members came over to DMAC, and they were mentioning about the different arts that they had and the different programs that they had, and I mentioned if there were any theater that happened here at the school, and they said yes, actually we have the auditions happening for Celebration, and we can extend it for you guys as well. And so a group of us, we decided to audition, and then luckily enough, they accepted us into the program, and that was our first show there in Celebration at Lynn. And so that's how it started, and we were doing a lot of different cool stuff, so it was a very, very great way to kind of come back into theater that way.
We can't wait to see you here in our own house to celebrate with us, because Celebration is...
So I would say patience.
It's trust.
Collaboration.
I think it's creativity.
Celebration is about community. But this year, I think the word would be wow. And I think everyone is going to agree with me when they see it this year.
As a reminder, Lynn University will be presenting 2 performances of the Celebration of the Arts next week on Thursday and Friday. This is a highly anticipated event, so be sure to get your tickets now. In other news, my co-host Romanchika Singh recently presented a TEDx Symposium, a thought-provoking session focusing on new and innovative ideas. Here's her report.
On March 28, Lynn University hosted its very first TEDx event in the Amarnik Goldstein Concert Hall to bring new voices and thoughts and share them with the Lynn community. The event's theme was innovation that encouraged people to lead their lives with unparalleled convenience and cutting-edge intelligence. At the event, we discussed the intricacies of innovation across diverse industries such as health, music, education, and more. Followed by that was a performance by our own conservatory students. The speaker talk was kicked off by Pranu Kumar, who delivered a powerful speech on critical literacy and the importance of people of color feeling seen from a young age. Kumar currently owns Rohi's Readery, a bookstore dedicated to social justice and inclusive learning. Her speech was followed by Brandon McGill, who spoke of having a life plan while aiming to achieve one's dreams. He used imagery from his own drawings which complemented his speech. Following Brandon was Bemsambom Onko, a Lynn University senior who touched on the importance of mental health and provided a personal anecdote about her struggles while living in her native country, Cameroon. The event continued with a speech from Ella DeVar, a nutritionist who talked about her struggles with balanced eating and how to tackle those problems in a healthy way. And lastly, impact artist Alexander Starr concluded the event with his musical talent combined with his speech and spoke about the struggles he has faced by being biracial. The event left attendees with dynamic networking sessions, enlightened minds from valuable insights, and hearts brimming with joy from the positive experience. I am Romanchika Singh for iPulse News.
In other news on campus, The annual Lynn barbecue took place 2 weeks ago, known as the Big Barbecue Brawl. There was a global twist to it. This year, everyone had the opportunity to vote for their favorite, adding a fun and competitive element to the event. Our reporter, Chelsea Moran, was there to capture all the deliciousness.
Here at Lynn University campus on Thursday, March 6th, was the annual Barbecue Brawl. There were different foods from all over the world to try from, including Texas, Argentina, South Korea, Miami, South Africa, Haiti, France, and New Orleans. The cafeteria workers and other staff were working on this event to make it fun for all students and faculty. President Kevin Ross shared his thoughts on this event.
Well, there's a lot of food here that I love. I'm a big barbecue guy, and I'm so happy that our friends at Sodexo wanted to put all this together. It's become a tradition 2 times a year now with the battle. I would say just seeing everybody out and having so much fun. Beautiful spring weather. We got a month left of school, and this is just a moment to get together as a community, so I like that the best. Favorite food's a tough one. That South African peri-peri chicken's pretty awesome. Christelle, also Vice President of Campus Operations, into bananas. I like the pork. I like the sausages. I don't know. It's hard for me to say, but students are voting, so we'll see who comes out on top.
This event was in Christine's Park with fun music and everyone getting together. Students Matt, Bree, and Zaylin shared what their favorite food was at the event.
Yeah, it's going really good, and I definitely think the desserts they have at the Paris section, I think, where it's the chocolate-covered bananas and all the toppings, it's pretty cool.
I think it's going good, and I really like the mac and cheese with the bacon bits on it. You should really try it if you come to this event.
My favorite thing about the event is probably just the fact that everybody was out here. I got to see a lot of my friends and seeing everybody interact with each other. My favorite food was the pulled pork. The pulled pork, it's a tie. The pulled pork and cornbread. Both of those are very good.
The barbecue brawl was a success and definitely memories were made. My name is Chelsea Moran with iPulse.
Our reporter Chelsea Moran had a busy schedule covering events at Lynn University. In addition to the Big Barbecue Brawl, she also attended a very special performance hosted by the Students Activities Board and the Lynn Rainbow Alliance Club.
3, 2, 1.
At Lynn University on a fun Saturday evening, there was 4 wonderful drag queens that came to perform at Elaine's at the University Center. This event had food, drinks, stickers, bracelets, and information cards on the LGBTQIA+ community. This event was hosted by Students Activities Board and the Rainbow Alliance Club. Students were enjoying the shows. There was lots of dancing, lip singing, and everyone clapping along during the performance. Audrey and other students share their thoughts about the show.
It was great. I would say the energy was great. Just the girls are super talented. I also like the welcoming environment that Lynn has, and that translates in the show. I'd say there are people from the community, but then also allies, and all the students were having fun, so it was a great night.
Everything.
The
Absolutely
makeup, the outfits, the performance. I just liked how they were interacting with the crowd all the time. I felt like it was really cool how they, at one point, one of the drag queens took someone's hat off, and then another one put a wig on somebody else. It was really crazy, but it was really fun.
These drag queens were amazing and had everyone enjoying the evening. I was able to speak to the host who has been doing this for more than 10 years.
Hi, my name is London Adore. I love to be able to do drag to connect with everybody. I love being in the spotlight, the light's right there. And it's so amazing to be in a community where people love and respect the art that us drag queens are able to portray on a stage, and we're here for entertainment.
The show was a success, leaving the crowd amused. My name is Chelsea Moran with iPulse.
Beyond beaches, theme parks, alligators, and key lime pie, Florida is also known for being the second largest agricultural producer in the U.S. However, this industry relies heavily on a big immigrant labor force, mostly from Central America and Mexico, many of whom are undocumented. Our reporter, Allison Wallace, has been looking into new legislative proposals that could potentially criminalize those who help and serve these immigrant laborers.
It's Sunday morning. Are you wondering what to do? How about driving down to Homestead, to the local flea market, about 20 minutes from South Miami? The flea market at Homestead is just over an hour from Boca Raton. Here, rural Florida is all sights and aromas from Mother Earth. Yes, Florida is an agricultural state. People, many of the farm workers, share 27 acres of open space. South Americans, the Caribbean, Central and North Americans mingle to buy at bargain prices. A place for children and adults to play, eat, relax, and enjoy Sunday in a family setting. Into the unique portrait of the state, Florida's agricultural farm workers accounts for 42% of the United States' total value of agricultural production, second only to California's 54%. According to the Center for Migration Studies, as consumers, immigrants add nearly $100 billion to Florida's economy, and Florida residents and immigrated-led households had $98.5 billion in spending power after tax income in 2018. Immigrants' families and communities are in a collision course with an immigration bill recently passed in the Florida Senate. The bill, SB 1718, is a flagship GOP proposal that will toughen Florida's immigration laws. The bill makes it a third-degree felony, punishable by up to 5 years in prison, a $5,000 fine, and 5 years of probation to knowingly transport, conceal, or harbor undocumented migrants into the state. Undocumented migrants may no longer utilize an out-of-state driver's license. The bill increases human smuggling penalties. Some hospitals will be required to gather data on undocumented patients. The bill is a priority of the government of Ron DeSantis. But it's Sunday morning, and if you're wondering what to do, how about driving down to Homestead, about 20 minutes south of Miami, to the local flea market? Reporting from Homestead, Florida, this is Allison Wallace.
As a country, we remain deeply divided when it comes to guns and gun control. Some say they need guns to protect themselves, while others contend more guns in the hands of people has led to an increase in gun violence. And those who criticize the number of guns in our society point to a tragic incident a few days ago when 16-year-old Missouri teenager Ralph Yari, who was picking up his brothers, mistakenly went to the wrong house. Yari, a 16-year-old who is black, told police he rang the doorbell and was shot twice. Jonah Cole reports.
You don't want to look into a child's face and eyes and tell him he's okay when you honestly don't know if he's going to be.
A woman who only wants to be identified as Jody and doesn't want her face to be shown on TV to protect her family has first-hand knowledge of what happened Thursday night after 16-year-old Ralph Yarl was shot. Jody heard a loud banging on her door and, frightened, called 911. The dispatcher told Jody not to answer the door and stay inside because there might be an active shooter in the neighborhood. But Jody said she and other neighbors, including a man who jumped the fence, rushed to help Ralph anyways and stayed by his side until EMS arrived. However, according to his aunt, Ralph believes that help did not come fast enough.
Ralph's feelings are valid. What he said is valid. How everybody else that was not shot said is not my business.
Nobody should go through this. That was somebody's child's blood I cleaned off of the front door.
Jody said she spoke to Ralph while they and other neighbors waited for EMS. She learned Ralph is a Staley High School student who is on the track team and plays clarinet in the band.
Very strong, brilliant child that has so much going for him in his future, and this is just sad.
CNN's Andy Sue says that Jody knows she could be a witness if the case against her neighbor goes to trial. She said she's willing to do it because she said she'd do anything for Ralph. For iPulse, I'm Jonah Cole.
With the increase of gun violence and corruption, it's clear that there are many pressing issues facing our nation today. But amidst all this tension, it's important to take time for self-care. If you're in need of a great massage but struggling to find the right therapist, artificial intelligence may have an answer for you. Grant Geyser has the story.
There might be a future of massage therapy, a robot named Emma.
EMMA stands for Expert Manipulative Massage Automation.
Dr. Brent Bauer, who works at a Mayo clinic, is looking at this rare device which uses therapeutic massage called Truna, which helps with non-specific lower back pain.
This is actually a device that can actually detect acupuncture points and then deliver targeted therapy.
Bauer reports right now there are not enough massage therapists to meet requirements. Emma can help some of the workload for massage therapists.
Designed to have artificial intelligence. It can learn each time it works with the same patient. It can map out different points of tenderness, muscle tension, and then through algorithms that are far beyond my comprehension, can actually target the machine to move from spot to spot, different depths.
Bauer explains this device has altered massage techniques that the massage arm uses like a rubbing motion and then switch to a pinching motion. But he says Emma wouldn't replace human massage therapists.
If we set things up with a therapist, if the machine could do a lot of the heavy lifting, and then the therapist can kind of finalize and make sure things were covered, I think we can protect our therapists, allow them to see more patients but with less wear and tear.
I'm Grant Geyser, reporting for iPulse.
And that's iPulse Live for this year. I am Romanshika Singh.
And I'm Anelia Wilson. To our graduates and the Lynn community at large, have a great summer and see you next year. That's iPulse Live for this week. I'm Anelia Wilson.
And I am Romanshika Singh. Follow us on lynnipulse.org